Now this
golden
is
eagle.
a 7-year-old golden eagle.
Yeah, he's not bald, is he?
Not bald, not at all. Now you can see here why they get the name golden eagle. I'll just spin them around so you can see the black plumage.
Yeah.
It's the golden plumage up around the head. That's where they get the name from. So it's much like the bald eagle with the white head. Golden eagle has a golden head. Now this is a true apex predator. These are absolutely top of the food chain, and there's literally nothing in the wild that's foolish enough to hunt after these. In certain places in the world, like Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, they train these to hunt after wolves. So that'll give you an indication of the power of this bird. If he grabs onto a wolf, I mean, look at the size of his front three talons here. They're big talons, they're very scary, they can do a lot of damage, and you know what? They're not even the primary source of the damage. Have a look at the hind talon.
Wow.
That hind talon, they're tremendously big. That is over 2 inches long. When one of these grabs onto its prey, the front three talons are used for grip, the hind talon is used for penetration. That's the one that gets the major driving force. If he caught onto a wolf's chest, he can crush the ribs, he could penetrate the lungs, he could penetrate the heart, and he could actually potentially kill it instantly. Now what they do in those countries where they train these to hunt after wolves, they use a wolf pelt. They tie it onto the back of a horse, they'll put food on the neck, in the mouth, on the head, so that when it comes to the real life hunt and he's going after an actual wolf, they're the spots he's going to go for. What they'll do quite often is they clamp onto the mouth, keep it clamped shut so the wolf can't bite back, because one little bite could finish him. But the other talon, they latch onto the neck and the head. And the more that wolf squirms, the tighter that grip gets. So these really are just a ferocious species. But he's got a great temperament, you know, so he's a very relaxed bird. But in the wild, not so much. Now these are an indigenous species. They have been re-released in Ireland over the last couple of years, but there's very, very little out there. We have something like 7 pairs in the wild, so there's not all that much of them out there, but they are there. So this species here will be indigenous to the Middle East and Asia. So you're not going to find too many of these guys back home. And he is one of the birds that's likely to jump off your glove. So no need for alarm if he does.
I'm not worried.
You're all right, buddy.
I'm sure you could rip out my eyeballs in 2 seconds.
I know. So what you're holding here would be one of the fastest animals on the planet.
Really?
No, the falcon.
This is a peregrine falcon?
Peregrine falcon is the
quickest. This is a peregrine falcon?
Oh, no, not at all. This is a sacred falcon. So the falcon species in general is considered to be the fastest species, but the peregrine falcon is the quickest. Fastest one of those is clocked in at over 200 miles per hour.
Wow.
So they are incredibly quick. They really are. Now, because of the speed that falcons like to hunt at, they don't attack things on the ground. Because if he's going 200 miles an hour and he hits a rabbit on the ground, he is not getting back up. So falcons always attack other birds out of the sky. So
they only eat other birds?
Other birds, yep. But there is some species that hunt things on the ground. Now, kestrels, which are a type of falcon we have here locally, you'll notice if you see one, because they'll be hovering in their spot and they are hunting things on the ground. Now what he's doing here now is a very positive thing. That is known as a ruse, and that is a literal show of content. So he's feeling nice and happy with you there.
Good.
Now Fred is actually one of our trained hunters.
So he's like the supersonic jet of the...
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. They've actually taken several features of the falcon body shape and applied it to aeroplanes.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, these are perfectly streamlined, and I mean perfectly. They're so aerodynamic, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Now, the wing shape is the thing that really gives them the aerodynamic effect. Now, falcons are known as the long-wing birds, and you can see here, I'll get these wings out for you. You can see they come to that very fine, kind of like a V shape. That's what gives them the extra aerodynamic effect. So they beat the wings very, very quickly. They're tremendously fast movers. And even if you look up in his nostrils, you can see on the inside, there's these 2 little internal pips. They actually create a vacuum which allows the air to go smoothly over the nose, so there's no wind resistance whatsoever. So several features of the falcon have actually been taken and applied to aeroplanes. And sure, look, when nature does things, it gets it right.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, nature's had millions of years to figure this stuff out.
Exactly, that's it. Why not emulate that?
Exactly. Stick in the wind tunnel, see what happens.
That's it.
Now, where do they live at night?
They'll go roost at night.
Roost.
Falcons are primarily diurnal
So they just hang in a tree somewhere?
That's it, yeah. They just go up and go sleep. Now, they'll usually try to find a place that has kind of dense cover so that they're not really exposed, they can't be seen too easy. But yeah, they are just a diurnal species, so they're not going to be active during the night time.
Wow.
Spectacular little bird, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that nose is fascinating.
Good fella, Fred. Up he gets. So I was going to get you to just rotate your arm around here, like you're holding a pint or something. There you go.
He's a noisy little guy.
He is. This is Caesar, and Caesar is a common buzzard, and he's still a juvenile. He's just a little over a year and a half old. So sometimes younger birds can be a bit noisier than the adults. Now, size-wise, this is as big as he's ever going to be.
Right forward of his eye, he's got this interesting fur pattern. You know, between the nose and the beak and the eye.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of interesting. They were going in all different directions. See how the feathers come out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean there. Yeah. Good fella, Caesar. You just raise your arm up to
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
You don't have to have your arm up that high either. Just
No,
slightly.
he likes it up there. Okay.
Right,
I'll give him back.
Good boy, Caesar. Now, this is one of our indigenous species. We have common buzzards living here in the grounds, and they can be found in a lot of different places in Ireland these days, which is absolutely fantastic. Because there was a time that you see pretty much none of these in the wild, but there's an abundance of them out there now.
You know, if you look at the way the wing comes forward and then goes backwards, we've made airplanes that do that thing, you know?
Much, yeah. So gull wing and Arctic tern. There you
Arctic,
go.
yeah, the Arctic tern is just, that'll blow you away. Holy moly.
And again, that's perfectly normal. That's perfect. Now, up you get there, pal.
Back to Papa.
Good boy. He's in great flying form today.
Oh, that's great.
So we'll do a few more.
Okay. Oh, it fell on the ground.
And we go for a little stroll. Perfect.